Hello everyone, my name's Lucas. I'm the author of Simon, Not Your Average Superhero, and this is my first chapter. On a bright spring sunny late morning, you hustled out the exit of a 15-floor glass and concrete building in the middle of Canary Wharf. When you felt like you got a safe distance, you stopped, slightly flushed and out of breath. You looked back around, expecting someone to be following you out of the building. "Did someone follow me?" I interrupt. "No," the bearded man says, clearly put off by my interruption. What was I doing there? All shall become clear. Can I continue? Of course. Sorry, continue. "Shit," you said to yourself. "I'm definitely not getting that job, you stupid. Standing in the middle of the affluent Canary Wharf, with hundreds of business types walking past, and imposing skyscrapers climbing high, you look like you're on the verge of a mass anxiety attack. You swallowed hard. Thankfully, it didn't happen. Pulling yourself together by physically readjusting the lapels of your navy-tailored fit suit, you proceeded to walk back to Green Park Underground Station to return home. Walking, you retrieved your smartphone out of your trouser pocket and called Vazia. Vazia, she sounds familiar. Should I know her? Clearly not. Liking the interruption again, the man face palms. Sorry, I apologise. Vazia is your wife, the man explains. I promise all will become clear. Let me tell your story, and if you have any questions, ask at the end. Okay, I promise not to interrupt again. Thank you. She interrupted you before you could say hello. So how did it go? You hesitated, half a breath. Well, that bad, was it? Vazia asked sympathetically. It was a complete disaster, love. It couldn't have been that bad. Imagine the worst possible interview you ever had. There was only the sound of her breathing before she spoke again. Oh God, Vazia groaned. You couldn't help but grin. After 15 years together, with 10 of those married, you can sometimes tell what she was thinking. She was probably remembering all the job interviews where old, balding, sweaty men leered at her boobs. Well, now times are 1,000, he emphasised. Babe, no. You know you're always down on yourself after one of those things. I bet you nailed it. Her encouragement washed over you like a welcome hot shower. I told the idiot of an interviewer he was a joke. You didn't, she almost shouted. Imagine David Brent in the office, mixed with the Twilight Zone. You started telling her about your interview, getting progressively stranger. What? He asked you why tennis balls are fluffy? She cut off your description. Yep, and I've just Googled it. That's what he done to me, Vazia. He's made me Google why tennis balls are fluffy. And do you know what I found? What? She hesitated. Nothing. Google doesn't even have an answer for it, and that wasn't even the worst question. He asked me whether or not I believe in ghosts. Oh no, you didn't tell him, did you? Vazia groaned. As had been said before, you have been together for a really long time, so Vazia had a unique perspective on what questions and topics can make you go on a rant for ages. And ghosts are one of those things. Damn straight I did. So when he pointed out on my CV, it says I'm outgoing and all that crap, he asked me to tell him a joke. And you said he was? Vazia finished, getting the picture. He nodded in agreement, as if Vazia could see that on the other end of the line. Oh well, she sighed. I guess there are other job interviews. Yes, you responded, there will be. But you can't speak to people like that. If you want to get a job, you have to grin and bear it, Vazia lectured, and you rolled your eyes. As my mum likes to say so eloquently, you have to be all tits and teeth. I know was all you could say. The strain of being unemployed since the French-owned IT company went under during the most recent economic crisis was showing. As you were nearing Green Park Station, Vasya changed the subject. How did your run go this morning? I was performing my fascia and forgot to ask before you left the house. Vasya was referring to her morning prayers and to your training for the London Marathon. Yeah, it went well, you responded. I ran 8 miles in just under 70 minutes. Well, that's good for you, Vasya said supportively. She knew you and your goals and how badly you wanted to do this. That was one of the things you two appreciated about each other, your drive to complete things. Yeah, I feel like training is coming on really nicely. You were just going through the entrance of Green Park when Vasya asked, how did the journey to London go? It was uneventful, really, you answered, really still in it. When I got to St. Pancras Day, I met these interesting people on the underground. Some tribal people from Africa, I think. Got talking to the grandfather and this pretty young lady with braids. I think their names were Iraf and Ermi. Pretty, was she? Vasya